Today I'm going to explain the Docker. Docker is a tool Docker is a tool by using the Docker what we are going to create containers. Docker is a tool by using the Docker we are creating the container. Here what is container? What is container? What is the container here? Suppose I will draw one container here. Container is nothing but virtual machine. Virtual machine. Container is nothing but here virtual machine. So what we created in the AWS EC2 instance same here we are creating the containers. Nothing but server. What is the container here? Container is nothing but virtual machine. Is nothing but EC2 instance. That is nothing but here server. Okay. So how to create the container? How to create the container? For instance, what we did for EC2 instance server we created at AWS manually. What we did? First we gave the name. Right. Here I am giving the name is container 1. Next. OS we given some Ubuntu or Linux OS we gave in the EC2 instance. Right. Now then after what we given for creating the container, first container name and instance name. What is the instance name? Here we are giving the container name and for creating the container we gave the OS also. So in this OS what we have requirements. What we have requirements. That requirements we are taking in the OS. That OS from that OS we are creating container. Okay. So what is the container here? Container is nothing but virtual machine. That virtual machine is nothing but instance is a server. How to create a container? How we created the EC2 instance. Same here also. Name OS. In the OS what we are requirements. That requirements we are creating. From the OS we are creating the container. Okay. So these containers are not using in the Docker. We are mainly using in Kubernetes. The Kubernetes is handling the container. So same here. The volume also we are giving here. Volume also we are giving here. How we given 8 GB and 10 GB, 30 GB up to free trial in the AWS EC2 instance. Here also our require volume 10 GB or 20 GB or 30 GB, 100 GB, whatever. Okay. Same volume. So the security and network is in we are handling in the Docker network. Okay. In the Docker network we are handling the whatever the security Docker network we are handling the Docker network here. So give me a second. So I'm sharing the Docker here. So I'm stopping the screen sharing here. I'm sharing here. It is visible, right? If you see this one, Docker see how the container in the water in the real time in our real life the containers are in. We'll see the ship in the port. Suppose that is the container. Actually, container what we are calling something we are from India to somewhere or from another country to India, whatever it is, exporting and importing by the containers we are doing exporting and importing. Same here also. By using the containers we are deploying the applications. మనం ఏదైతే కంటైనర్స్ ని ఎట్లా యూజ్ చేసుకున్నాం ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ కి ఇంపోర్ట్ కి ఇక్కడ కూడా సేమ్ థింగ్ మనం ఒక డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ చేయడానికి ఒక అప్లికేషన్ ని అవుట్పుట్ చేసి చేయడానికి మనం కంటైనర్స్ యూజ్ చేసుకుంటాం. కంటైనర్ ఇస్ ద సర్వర్. సో I have a question. Another question. We have EC2 instance and we have on-premises servers and we have some servers is there in outside the market. But why we are using the containers? I have the question. Why we are using the containers here? See, containers are lightweight. Why we are using the containers? Containers are lightweight. What is the lightweight and more or high weight? If you take EC2 instance, already some inbuilt packages are there in the EC2 instance. If you take server 4GB, already some inbuilt packages installed in the on-premises server. It will come. If you create the on-premises server, if you create the EC2 instance. But the containers, how much we are creating in GB, almost somewhat like MB will take. Then rest of the GB it will give to the server. That server we are going to use here. That is the lightweight server. That is nothing but a container. See, if your application contains n number of services. Okay,
Okay.
each and everything is a number of services. Suppose take the Paytm. Paytm have so many services are there. In that services, suppose electricity, metro, train, movie tickets, so many things are there in the Paytm. How the a number of services managing the servers. The container is managing number of services. See here. If your application contains a number of services, let's take Paytm, money transaction, movie ticket, something. If all services are included in one server, then it will call the monolithic architecture. And every monolithic architecture have a database, single database for all the services. So I will explain the monolithic and microservices now. Good. So here right. One topic is monolithic and monolithic and microservice. So what is monolithic? Monolithic is nothing but single server, single application single only, right? Single application and single database. I am calling database as DB. So what is the microservice? Microservice is nothing but multiple servers, multiple applications and multiple DB database. So here which is the more cost? Because of single server, single application, single database, we need to pay very less amount. But more container, more servers, more application. What are the application we are running under? Multiple we are handling here. For that, we need to pay more. So here we'll take an example. What is monolithic and what is microservice again? So here see, I am calling mono here. For monolithic, I am taking the Paytm application. In the Paytm application, we have so many services. What are the services here? Some movie tickets, mobile, movie tickets, some electricity. Okay. Some address. So here we are using only single server. The single server is maintaining all the services. And in the single application means application is single only and single DB. Whatever the services are handled by the single server, single application, single database. I will give the good example for this mono and micro. In the box will take. So This is
This is the
server.
server.
Suppose
Suppose
we'll take. This is
this is the server.
In this
In this server,
the
the
single
single server
is
is
managing
managing
more
more
services,
more services,
and
and
the
the
data
data
is
is
storing
in
in the
the
single
single
database.
database.
So this is the
this is the
server.
server.
Single server
Single server
maintaining
maintaining
the
the
whole
whole
single server
single
is
server is
maintaining
maintaining
the
the
whole
whole servers.
Sorry, whole
Whole
services
services
and
and
in the
in the single database
storing
storing
the
the
whatever
data for
this,
this
all
all
the
the services.
This is
This is the
concept
concept
monolithic.
monolithic.
Okay,
Okay,
this is the
this is
deep.
the deep.
DB.
DB.
Here,
Here,
suppose mobile
mobile
and
and
movie
movie
side
side
capital,
capital,
capital M,
capital M,
and
and
train
train
tickets,
tickets
and
and
bus
bus tickets
and
and
electricity.
electricity.
What is this?
What is this?
Monolithic.
Monolithic.
Monolithic is single server, multiple services, and single DB.
DB.
The
The
application
application
is
is
Paytm.
Paytm.
Understand
Understand this concept
monolithic.
monolithic.
We'll go to
We'll go to
microservice.
microservice.
Now,
Now
microservice.
microservice.
If we'll go,
If we'll go,
if we'll go the
we'll go the
example
example
for
for
microservice.
microservice.
I'm taking
I'm taking
some
some
three
three
examples here.
examples here.
So this is the
This
server.
is the server.
I'm
I'm taking
server.
server 1.
And this is
This is
the
the
train ticket.
train ticket.
And this is
This
the
is the
database.
database.
I'm taking
I'm taking
database.
database 1.
So here each and every service
service
have
have
one
one
database.
database.
And one server.
One server.
So here I'm
Here
taking
I'm taking
server
server 2.
server
Server 2.
and this
And
is
this is
I'm
taking
movie,
movie,
some movie
some
tickets,
movie tickets.
and
And
this
this is
is DB.
DB2.
Okay,
Okay,
this is the
this is the
DB2.
DB2. Here, same
whatever the
whatever the
connectivity is
connectivity
same.
is same.
This is also
This is
same.
also same.
And here
And
is
here is 3
server
server
3
3
and
and
some
some
service we are
we
taking
are taking
electricity.
electricity.
And here
And here
DB3
DB3.
same here
Same
also.
here also.
Same
Same
connection
connection. Same. It will
happen.
happen.
So here what is the process?
Process.
Same
Same we are in
creating more servers and single server whatever it is. But what is the
what is
use
the
here?
use here?
Okay,
Okay,
single server, microservice and monolithic is going fine.
Fine.
But
But what is the
here?
use here?
If we'll see
If
the
you see the
load
load
for single
for single
in the application
application
in the
in the
monolithic. If you go with the monolithic, in the single server we are maintaining the whole project, whole the project Paytm project. If our language, whole Paytm application running in the single server. If anything happen, server okay, even server crash. Server got crash. అప్లికేషన్ అంతా ఆగిపోతుంది కదండి. మన ఏదైతే పేటిఎం అప్లికేషన్ ఉందో స్టాప్ రైట్. If anything happens for the server or DB or anything issue, the whole application will stop. Another case is there. I am changing version V1 to V2. Suppose Paytm application version changes. Update ఇచ్చాం. Version V1 to version V2 కి update ఇచ్చాం. అప్డేట్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమైందంటే whole application స్టాప్ చేసి మనం కోడ్ అయితే బిల్డ్ చేసి అప్పుడు V2 version చేంజ్ చేస్తాం. If anything change, okay, server crash అయినప్పుడు మనం whole server ఆగిపోతుంది. whole application whole database వర్క్ అవుతుంది. ఏదైనా server crash అయినా server డౌన్ తగ్గిన application పట్టింది. But here if you come to microservice, if anything happen the train tickets booking something happen or some lag will happen, application will work very good, but server one only got trouble. Server one got trouble. Only server one కే ఇబ్బంది వస్తుంది. ట్రైన్ టికెట్ ఒకటే స్లో అవుతుంది. Rest of the services are work fine. DB also slow. I mean DB request రావడానికి రిక్వెస్ట్ తీసుకోవడం స్లో అవుతుంది. కర్మ సర్వీసెస్ అన్ని మూవీ టికెట్స్ బస్ టికెట్స్ రీఛార్జ్ అవని అన్ని గుడ్ ఆల్ ఆర్ గుడ్. But whatever the server crash, the server only train services only stopped. But here if anything happen, the whole thing happened with the project. ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే జరిగిన ప్రాజెక్ట్ మీద బడ్జెట్ పడదు. ఇక్కడైతే ఏదైతే సర్వర్ ఉందో ఆ సర్వర్ అనేది లాస్ అవుతుంది. Understand? Can you please raise your hand? Different about monolithic and microservice. Understand? Can I go? Yeah, fine. So monolithic what we learn. Every monolithic architecture has one database for all the services. Suppose microservice. If your application contains a number of services, let's take a Paytm money transactions, movie, train ticket, etc. If every service has its own individual servers, then it called as microservice. Every microservice architecture has its own database for each server. See, single server, services and single database here. But here see, for microservice, user interface, microservices are more and databases also more here for microservice. Which one is good now? Monolithic or microservice? In the microservice, performance is good. Okay. In the microservice, performance is good. No downtime. The application works very good because of each and every service have server. Single server here. And see why Docker? Let us assume that we are developing an application and every application have front end, back end and database. See what are the framework here, front end, React, and backend, and database. What are the model or controller we are using? I will tell while going the concept. So to develop the application, we need to install some dependency to run the code. What are the Java, Python, something, what with the React JS, all we are going to use here. So after some time, I need the version of Java, React, JS, my application to run the code. So it really we have the situation to maintain the multiple versions of the same tool in our system. To overcome this problem, virtualization came, right? What is the virtualization? The laptop will hang. So we are using the virtual servers. That virtual servers, it is used to create the virtual machines inside our mission. In the virtual machine, we are the host, guest, OS in our mission. So by using the guest OS, we can run multiple applications on the same mission here. Okay, we are going to use the guest virtual servers. Guest virtual servers here we are using. And hypervisor used to create the virtualization. What is the hypervisor here? See, hypervisor giving the servers, what are the applications are running here, that host OS, we are going to using the guest OS here. What are the guest? We are the guest. Suppose I am the guest using the some mission. I am going to log in as a user, then I am going to using here. Whatever we are basic institutions like that. And drawbacks, it is old method. So if we use multiple guest OS, then the performance of the system is low. So before Docker, the virtualization, the guest OSs are there. Then after containerization comes. It is used to pack the application along the dependency to run the application. What we are having the packages that is going to install in the Docker, that we are going to create the running the application here. What are the dependencies we are giving to the Docker, then directly we are running the application here. Container is nothing but the virtual machine. Already told. Which does not have any OS. ఇక్కడ OS అనేది OS we are calling here image. That is nothing but Docker image. Same OS we are using, but not use. We are not calling that OS. We are calling as Docker image. From that image, we are creating the container. The container is nothing but the server here. Okay. And Docker is used to create these containers. See, before Docker, Jenkins, var, dev server, test server, prod server, and some deployment happened before Docker like this. After Docker, see directly what we have the packages. That packages are requirements. That requirements we are creating the as the image. That image we are going to deploy in the servers directly. Suppose what is the image here? So I want to run. I want to run git maven here. So how I will run here? cmd is nothing but command. Git install git and install maven right here. Okay. And in which image we are taking from Ubuntu or Linux. Ubuntu Linux OS we are calling in the EC2 AWS. In the AWS while creating the EC2, we used to call as our Ubuntu OS server. I mean OS here. So here we are taking the base image. From the base image we are creating the Ubuntu here. Right. And
And
if you want to install
CMD
cmd
is
is
the
the command
command
to install the packages.
packages.
Like that.
Like that.
Suppose
Suppose
I want to copy.
copy
I want to copy one file to source to destination. So I am giving copy command here
the image.
I want
This
requirements.
requirements.
I want this
I want
requirement. The requirements
we are running
in the
in the
Docker file.
file.
Docker file is to
is to
create Docker
Docker
image. From
From
Docker image, we are creating the container.
here.
From Docker image, we are creating container. Okay. Now Docker image is nothing but OS, but it is not OS. Okay. From container is server here. So here see Docker is an open source and it is written as a Golang base and OS run applications. Use it to Linux kernel, host computer and install the Docker OS. The Docker engine runs natively the Linux distribution. Docker perform OS level virtualization, also called as a containerization. Mainly, what is the Docker means? Containerization. What is the Docker here? Containerization. Okay. What is the Docker here? Containerization. And it was initially released in 2013 some X%. So Docker is set of platform service and OS level virtualization and container have files, OS files. The OS files were negligible size comparing to the original files. And see same here GitHub we use it, right? Why we use the GitHub to store the code. To store the code, we use the GitHub. Here also to store the images, we are using the GitHub, Docker Hub here. Docker Hub, in the Docker Hub components client, Docker host registry. See, from here if you take the Docker build, I will tell the architecture later. If I tell now somewhat confused, I will tell architecture later. When I will explain the whole thing, I will tell the Docker. So what is the Docker? Yeah. See, image and container. From image, we are able to create container. From container, we are able to create image here. See, points to be followed. We can't use directly. You need to start or restart the Docker first. And need a base image for creating the container. Without image, we can't create the container. We can't enter directly to the container. We need to start first. So it is in stop state. We need to start the container. Then after we enter the container. Container means server, right? Server work చేసుకోవాలి. If you run an image, by default one container will create. మనం ఇమేజ్ రన్ చేసినప్పుడు డిఫాల్ట్ ఒక కంటైనర్ అనేది క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. Those are the basic commands for the container. Installing Docker. For the Docker container command series. Installing the Docker and Docker version. How to check the Docker version? Server. Service start Docker and service status check and Docker info, Docker images check. I will tell later this all points one by one. While we are going to execute hands-on, I will tell. Those are the commands. What are the commands? I will explain while we are creating. What is the
What is
Docker
the Docker
file
file
here?
here?
It is
It is
basically
basically
a text file which contains some set of instructions. Automation of the Docker image creation always D is the capital. So
So
D
D
should
should
capital,
capital,
first letter
first letter
D
D
should capital
capital
here
here
to create
the
the Docker
Docker
file.
file.
This is the
This is the
Docker
Docker
file.
file.
And
And
start
start
components
components
also be
also be
capital letter.
capital
While
letter.
executing, I will explain each and
each and
everything.
everything.
Up to
Up to
here,
here,
understand,
understand,
right?
right?
So
So
how it
how
works?
it works?
First you need to create the Docker file, build it, create a container using the image. See, why Docker Hub? Docker file, we are creating one image. That image we are going to store in the Docker Hub from Docker Hub. Suppose ఈ రోజు నాకు image create చేశానండి. ఆ image create చేసిన తర్వాత నాకు రేపు కూడా సేమ్ ప్యాకేజెస్ సేమ్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ తో ఇమేజ్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. అగైన్ నెక్స్ట్ డే అగైన్ నెక్స్ట్ డే అట్లా రోజుకో ఇమేజ్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఒక ఇమేజ్ క్రియేట్ చేసిన దాన్ని స్టోర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. Hello. Give me a second. I will message.
సార్ మీరు ఆడిబుల్ ఇంకా లేదు నాకు.
Hello.
Hello.
మాట్లాడుతున్నారా?
Now I'm
Now
audible.
I'm audible.
నవ్వు గారు ఆడిబుల్.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
So here
మనం
ఎట్లాగే
ఎట్లాగైతే కోడ్ రాసుకుంటున్నామో కోడ్ అనేది మన ల్యాప్టాప్ లో పెట్టుకుంటే ఎప్పుడైనా ఇష్యూ వచ్చి పోతుందని కోడ్ సో మనం GitHub క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నాం. సేమ్ ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇమేజ్ ఎప్పుడైనా పోతుందని ఇష్యూ తోటి మనం డాకర్ హబ్ అనేది క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నాం. డాకర్ హబ్ we are going to store the docker images here. From Docker images we are taking the Docker images, again we are creating the containers. That is the use of Docker images here. I mean Docker hub here. Same. For Docker file components, what are the components here? From label, just a basic I showed you right before, like that. Here. From is the base image, like Ubuntu, whatever the Jenkins, Linux. We are taking Ubuntu servers and Linux servers in the EC2 instance. Same here also. In the from component, we are taking the server OS here. The OS name Ubuntu, whatever is that. Linux. What is the label here? Label is representing the some other authentication, email, whatever it is the labeling we are giving here. And run. We are going to run the command. Suppose I want to install the Git. We are going to run the command here. Copy command. Destination to source. Source to destination. We are copying the file. Suppose I want to copy server 1 file to server 2 file. Directly we are giving here. Copying the file server 1 to server here. Docker virtual machines. We are giving source and destination. Main thing we are giving the path. That path is going to represent the server 1 and server 2. Suppose I have file in the Venkat Reddy path. That Venkat Reddy path is source and Venkatesh path is destination. I am going to share the server 1 is mine and server 2 is Venkatesh. That is the path we are going to transfer the file to here to there and add. It can download the files from internet and also what are the extract files from the Docker image. It is going to download and we are executing in the container in the server. And expose to expose the port numbers. So Tomcat port number is 8080 and Jenkins port number is 80. If you want to create Jenkins or Tomcat, suppose we are giving as an example 8080 port number, the Tomcat and Nginx port number 80 HTTPS. This is HTTPS. So the exposing port number we are giving. Suppose I am going to give I am going to show some Swiggy. Fill check the Swiggy. See HTTPS is there. HTTPS is Nginx. That Nginx is port number is 80. So like this, fill check 10. Let us assume this is the IP address. Okay. I am giving port number is 80, but it will run in the HTTPS. See, it is running in the HTTPS. If you give 80, it will not take because of the server. The Chrome is already able to HTTPS. Suppose some servers is in HTTP. That HTTP 443 port number, HTTP servers also there, or HTTP services also there. That services it should run in the HTTP only, not HTTPS. Like that. See, mostly servers in HTTPS only running. See, this is also HTTPS. Okay. This name we used to call as DNS, domain name service. This Swiggy also here we used to call domain name. DNS, domain name service. So like that we are going to explore. Working directory means where we are working on the folder that is working directory. Inside the container some working directories are there. To set the working directory for the container. From here what is the image లో మొత్తం మనకి ఏదైతే రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయో అన్ని ఇచ్చేసి డైరెక్ట్ కంటైనర్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం. కంటైనర్ లో ఏ ప్యాకేజ్ ఉండదు కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనం కంటైనర్ లో మనం ఏదైతే ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయొచ్చు. Suppose Jenkins install చేయొచ్చు. Whatever you want to install, will install. It's not a problem. But we are doing automation by using the Docker file. That's why we are giving here components, our requirements here. CMD. Run command and CMD command somewhat same, but it is going to execute and commit the layer. Means in the image format it is going to execute, but it is going to execute in the container creation. Container creation లో CMD అనేది వర్క్ అవుతుంది, రన్ అనేది ఇమేజ్ క్రియేషన్ లో వర్క్ అవుతుంది. ఐ మీన్ కమిట్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. Entry point. The command to execute inside fig command like running the services in a suppose some services దానికి ఎంట్రీ పాయింట్ ఇచ్చి ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తుంది అన్నమాట. And environment is a variable. Here label is we are giving the label to the author of the if we call author of the person, we are giving the label mentioned that guy. We are sending the email. Suppose from email we are sending venkatreddy dot gmail.com we are sending. Here also we are giving some label. We are sending we are labeling some mail authentication something we are giving the emails. Environment variables are environment. And like this we are going to create the container from image. From image we are going to create the container. Okay, understand? Yeah. Argument environment I will tell while executing each and everything. See the Docker file is like this. From Ubuntu run AWS DevOps Linux and this is file creation. Run command is going to create one file AWS DevOps Linux. You know touch is going to create file. From is base image, run is touch command is executed. Command execution. Same here. See again giving the run command echo. Command echo hello world. That hello world is going to store in the temp file. So how to execute the image. I mean how to create the image with the command. Docker build image name. How to create the container. This is the command for creation to image. Docker build -t image name dot represent to current directory, which is the directory we are working. That directory will create. How to create the container from image. Docker run -it name container name and image name. Okay. Docker run -it name container name and image name. If you want to give the network port number, here only we are mentioning the network port number. Later I will tell networking concept in the Docker. Okay. Those are the execution process. Docker compose and Docker swarm I will tell tomorrow. Then first we'll what up to theory part completed. Tomorrow the execution process. Okay. Without join tomorrow.